Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's August 2015 and we have a lot to update everybody on this month, so let's go ahead and jump right back into it. So for August, gross income was $4,500 even. So ended up working about 35 extra hours per week of overtime for the whole week of August. Had a lot going on in August. I was able to work with facilities maintenance again this month. I was also able to come in early and work as my aseptic filling operator, maybe 2 or 3 days each week. So really was able to rack up a bunch of overtime this month. So awesome to see. For taxes, it was $927 that I paid in taxes. For 401k, put $225 into the 401k this month. And for take-home pay, I took home 3,348. So probably the second best month that I've had all year. It really seems like it's feast or famine. So right now we are feasting on all of the overtime, where for the first half of the year, I could hardly get any overtime whatsoever. So I'm going to try to keep taking advantage of the overtime. Hopefully it moves into September and October, but it can change, on a dime, it seems like. One month it's there, and the next month, management's saying, no, we can't, have you work overtime. So for 2015, I've made almost 26,000 in gross income. I've paid $5,300 in taxes, put almost 1,300 in my 401k, and taken home almost 20,000. For lifetime totals, I've made 88,000, paid almost 19,000 in taxes, put almost 3,000 in my 401k, and taken home 66,000 so far. So jumping into our net worth here, we still have the house that we're living in that's listed for sale. I did lower the price of that house. We've not had any like showings or offers. It's kind of just dead, honestly. So I have it listed at 55,000. I moved it down to 50,000 this month. Hopefully we'll, tick up a little bit and start to get some offers coming in. Um, Other than that, we put more money in our 401k. So we are now at $7,554. I'm going to pause real quick on the 401k and jump back to property. So last month I was looking at a house that's a triplex, but it was listed at 80,000, and I made an offer at 40,000, then 50,000, and then I put an offer in at 60,000. The $60,000 offer was accepted. I did contact the bank. I decided to do a 15-year fixed rate loan. So I will have to put 25% down is the bad part. So I need to come up with $15,000 plus closing costs by, when is my closing date? September the 15th. So here in 2 weeks. Um, it has me a little bit nervous at the moment, just trying to figure all that out. I am going to try to work with the bank and work with the person who's selling the house and see if they can. I might be able to get to 16,000, but I don't know if I can get to 17,000. Even if I do, I'm going to be probably less than $1,000 in cash in September. So plus I've got bills coming up like car insurance. So I really need to make a plan and chart it out and, do step by step and what are my big expenses. Hopefully work can, provide overtime to me and I can at least have a couple $1,000 buffer. But I do think this triplex is probably worth, in the neighborhood of 70, 80,000. It's got 2 units that are vacant right now, and one unit that has a tenant living there, but unfortunately not paying rent. They're about 6 months behind in rent. So right off the bat, I'll have to, file for eviction, which I have not ever done before. I had to contact my old boss that had some rental properties and get some advice on filing for evictions. But so I'll have to evict them, assuming they won't pay. I'll try to work with them, and maybe they're willing to do some work on the house for me. So yeah, I'll work with them and see how that goes. But the plan will be I will move out of the house that I'm in now that's up for sale. I'll move into probably the apartment that's in the worst condition. So it's two one-bedroom apartments downstairs and a two-bedroom apartment upstairs. The two one-bedrooms probably rent for 400, maybe 450 a month. Then the two-bedroom that is upstairs rents for probably 500 a month. So all in, it probably makes, $1,300 a month, maybe $1,400 a month if it's fully rented at max capacity right now. But my plan is if it's rented at $1,300 or $1,400 a month, all 3 units, then it should be worth somewhere between 90 and 100,000 would be my best guess. But we've got to sell the house that we're living in right now. We've got to get this house purchased. We've got to get these people evicted or work with them and try to figure something out there. Move into the unit that's available. Downstairs, the 1 bedroom that needs updated. And then we got to figure out the car. So I have another 8 months on this car lease. I just went ahead and paid it off early. But I either have to turn the car lease in or I'll need to borrow between $12,000 and $14,000 to purchase the car at the end of the lease. So I just have to figure that out. I don't know if I want to keep the car or turn it in or buy something cheaper. I preferably would not want to go back in debt on a vehicle. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for the next, probably for the rest of 2015 at least. But so anyway, updated the debts. We're at $0 owed on the car still, which is good. For checkings account, I did do really, really well this month. $15,510 in cash. So we're at least in the right direction. We're a couple $1,000s away from being able to close on that house in 2 weeks, which is a little bit scary. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to work and pile up the overtime and yeah, we'll get this thing done. But if we can get this triplex purchased, triplex is what I'm calling it since it's 3 units. But if we can get this triplex purchased, that will probably help our net worth pretty significantly. So our goal pace, I knew we made progress this month. We are $8,196 on our goal pace. So we almost made up another $2,000 this month. And I honestly feel like if I can get that triplex purchased, then we may be actually back to zero for the first time in 3 years. So I think it's probably worth 70 or 80 at least right now in the condition it's in. So if we purchase that for 60, then that would put us at, I mean, even if it was 70, we'd be plus $2,000 compared to our goal pace. So I just need to keep finding these houses and keep, working on them and keep moving forward. But that's really it for August 2015. Net worth currently is $48,054, and we're $8,000 behind our goal pace. So thank you all for joining me in the video. Last month's and next month's videos are on your screen now. You can comment down below if you have any questions or things that you'd like to see me include in future videos. I'll be sure to get back to you or get those added. So thanks everyone for joining, and we'll see you in the next video.